Hey players, DM Mike here. For some reason, Dominic's mic did not pick up his audio for about half of this episode. However, co-producer Josh actually put in a lot of effort to try and get him kind of understandable, which is a little bit better than normal, I guess. So, please enjoy, and please excuse Dominic sounding like he's in the other side of a cave. All right, we are back with Mythical Misfits. Welcome, I am DM Mike. Who wants to recap?
Me. Back at the tavern, Slugnug decided to pay us a visit and tell us that he's accomplished his task of bringing the pelt. After a brief discussion, Kyle asked if Slugnug was followed, to which both of you guys actually nailed your perception checks. I did not, and proceeded to chase after a mysterious figure in velvet attire. And upon catching said person with Lucas's antler arrow, some dark shit happened. Crom was immediately uncomfortable, left, and then the two of you guys, along with Slugnug, returned to the tavern. And you went upstairs. You were still downstairs. You were talking with Jack and telling Slugnug to, hey, ease up. You don't have to be so close. No, you told him that he didn't have to be so close.
It's not butts to nuts. Get your hand out of his pocket.
There you go. And then you were immediately greeted by a half ogre with a club and a door for a shield. And they say, the Velvet Knives say hello.
Is he wearing velvet too?
Of course he is.
The ogre? Is he wearing
It's probably
velvet?
like...
He's wearing like a really badly tailored vest.
It's like all belly button.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. You got an Audi.
A half ogre with an Audi.
So we're gonna go back. Kyle, you see that image as he's standing, but he's still huge.
Yes.
Like you would assume that he got his daddy gene. And
Remember how jeans work, right, Carl?
he's standing he's standing in the doorway.
It'd be a wild
And the
twist if that was
people
his
that
mom's
were,
jeans.
the patrons that were there begin to flee. They kind of run. They run up the stairs to their room, and this large figure steps in. He looks at you, Kyle. He's got the axe on your back. He goes, You're one of the ones I need to play with. You want to play? I do. He starts to run towards you. Roll initiative.
Nat 20.
Do I roll?
Heyo.
Do I roll because I'm not in the room?
Yeah, I'll say you roll, but you're gonna have to take 2 actions to get downstairs.
That's fine with me.
All right, what'd you get?
Got a 22.
Okay, so nat 20. That's only because it was nat. Or did you roll ahead of this guy? But I did say he starts to run towards you, so I'm gonna put him halfway through the room. All right, Kyle, you're up.
Alright, so I see him running at me with rolling initiative, activate quick temper, so I'm going to go ahead and...
Kirby, you can't see anything, huh?
Nope.
Here, I'll put your token in. That way you can watch the fight. But unless thematically Crom shows back up, that's it. All you can do is watch.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay, so with that free action rage, I'm going to use 2 actions to sudden charge. I'm going to go ahead and charge at him.
Okay.
Bless America, it's only going to be a 13.
All right. You miss as your axe hits the table instead. And he kind of turns like,
Go ahead and swing again. Plus 6, not 1.
you miss. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, it's the end of my turn.
Okay. And he goes, that's all you got. Not good enough. And he swings down on you. That's going to be a 28 plus 6.
What the fuck?
So that's
How was that a plus?
a
what?
34 to hit.
I mean, that's a crit.
No, it's not crit.
34 is not a crit?
What's your AC?
21.
Yeah, 34 is a crit.
Oh, that's 10 over. Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So he brings the club down on you. It'd be a 44 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Are you still up?
Yeah.
Okay. The
Hold
club.
on, I need to do some quick math real quick. So I know exactly what I'm at.
Fuck.
Club down. You hear a deep thud, Lucas, down on the floor below you.
Is it even my turn?
Nope. You
Yeah.
just hear that.
It was just his first attack.
Fuck.
And then he kicks you away, which is, I'm going to use mechanically the shove action. Athletics check against your fortitude DC. What's your fort?
10.
So his athletics is, he's going to land a 22. So you get pushed back, thrown into the room. Yeah, it doesn't specifically say you fall prone, so you get shoved back. And then for his last action, he's going to raise shield. That's the end of his turn. All right, Lucas.
So, before this whole thing happened, Lucas is in the room and he's arguing with himself, like tears down his face, pacing around the room, yelling, like cursing this god. He's like, "What more do you want? How do I please you? You demand and you demand and you never deliver. What the fuck do you want?" And obviously the message just replays in his mind over and over and over and over and over and over, and he's like, shattered, important, and in that just like slur of thoughts and rage and cursing, he kind of just stops and freezes, and he gets cold, and he walks to the corner of his room and opens up what I imagine is like a little like one of the standing dressers, the tall ones you like hang suits from.
Yeah.
And he pulls out his old short bow, and he runs his finger along the wood, feels all the old nicks and damage, kind of reminisces for a moment. And in that moment, that cold turns to adrenaline.
Yeah.
Without a second thought, he just takes a step back and flings his knee to his chest, snapping his childhood bow in half, and throws it on the ground.
In that moment, you feel a surge flow through you. And for the rest of the day, you're going to have a +1 to attack and damage.
Oh, fuck. So then in that moment, I hear the bang and explosion.
Yep.
In that, I imagine more tears flow, but rather than, like, sad, it's almost like an enlightening feeling. It's like, so you do deliver. You exist. Okay.
I'll say
Kyle! And
it's going to take 2 strides to get down there.
Yeah, I imagine it's going to take me 1 action to pick up my equipment, and I'm going to use my last 2 to run out there and see what's going on, and that's the end of my turn.
I'd imagine you want to end at the end of the stairs, part way up the stairs.
I would have been high enough on the stairs that he wouldn't see me. I would try and stealth it, but obviously I don't know how well that would work. I also think, do I need an action for that?
To stealth, yeah.
Okay, then no. I just stop at the end of the stairs. And I'm just like look around the corner.
Okay. Kyle, you're up.
I'm going to take one of my elixirs of life as my first action.
Okay.
Pull up, drink, headshot, drink.
I still have a healing potion lesser.
Crumb, what are you doing? Now, I trust you. You don't metagame. Would he be heading back to the tavern, or would he be on his own? Or would he be still there, enjoying the warmth?
After the events that have transpired, I think Crom would feel more comfortable staying at the temple. So he wouldn't be sitting anymore. He'd probably be like curled up at the flame.
Okay. Understood. All right, so interact. Drink a potion.
Second and third action, I'm going to...
You have to stride.
I'm going to sudden charge.
Okay. There you go.
That is a 17 plus 11.
Okay. Give me damage. No. That's barely a hit.
What? Are you joking?
Oh, I'm not joking.
Oh fuck.
All right.
I take the great axe, and as I'm sudden charging, I run and I slide down to one knee, and I take it across his kneecaps and slash both his kneecaps.
In fact, you don't, because about half of that damage, your axe, he brings the shield down. He's going to do the reaction shield block, which has the shield raised and takes damage. The monster snaps its shield into place to deflect a blow. The shield prevents the monster from taking the amount of damage up to the shield's hardness, which is only 5 in this moment.
Oh, so he takes 17 damage.
Correct.
So I would like to imagine that flavor-wise, I hit the shield, but like busted it into his kneecaps. That way, is shield technically broken then at this point?
No,
Because that's its own HP pool, right?
it
Yes.
does. Yeah. It can only take damage up to its hardness. You definitely did damage to the shield, but it's still
I just didn't know
yeah.
if it was broken or if it was made of door. I didn't know Won't matter
So
weight.
let me ask you this then, because I've never used a shield in Pathfinder, and I'd like to learn really quick. When a shield takes damage, because obviously it's going to break after a certain amount of damage, how do you calculate the damage between the shield and the user?
So the shield takes all of the damage up to its hardness.
So if it has a hardness of 5, it's basically like deflecting 5.
Yeah, if he were to take 5 damage, the enemy would take none. But if he were to take 6, the shield would take 5, the enemy would take 1. The
But then the
remaining
shield loses
damage.
1 hit point.
No, the shield takes all 5 hit points out of its health.
Okay, so if this shield, for example, has 50 hit points, which I'm assuming would be like a wild shield in this
Oh,
game.
yeah, that would be crazy.
Like, okay, then,
That's a legendary.
oh,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
we'll,
yeah.
we'll say 10 for basic example, right? So he just hit it, did
Mm-hmm.
17 damage to the person, and the shield took 5. So theoretically, if the shield had 10 health, it only has 5 left, and once you do it again,
Theoretically,
breaks.
yes.
okay, okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's easier than I thought. I thought we were gonna be like calculating using fucking triggers.
No. Shields are pretty straightforward in Pathfinder.
God bless Pathfinder.
Indeed. So,
All right.
that was it?
That was it.
Okay.
That was it.
And it's now the half-orc's turn, and he's like, the velvet knives, but I want you to remember these. So, I won't kill you. I'll just make you hurt real bad. He takes the club and goes to clock you across the head. That's going to be a 23.
Farabell's flip gives me a +2, correct?
You tell me.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, +2, so that'll put me at a 23.
Beats it. So that's going to be 19 points of bludgeoning.
Jesus.
As his club clocks you, bounces off your skull, and he swings again for the second attack. Second action, second attack. It's going to be a nat 20.
Oh fuck!
Doesn't even matter what you roll, I'm down.
How much health do you have?
I have 12 left.
Wait,
He did 44
wait.
damage.
Hold on,
I want to make it
do
known.
math.
I wanna
Hold
make-
on.
If he rolls your
15 plus
total, you
11 is
die, right?
No, he has to roll double my HP.
Oh, okay.
52 points of damage.
That's nowhere near double.
Okay.
Yeah, no, my max HP is 64.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm definitely down.
So, yeah, his
dying
last
one.
hit, Lucas, you see the club come down on Kyle's head, and his body just falls to the ground, lifeless. And for his third action, he looks up at you, because you're the only one else in the room looking at him. Everyone else ran, and he raises his shield. You're up.
He freezes for a second. You know what? I drink my Quicksilver.
All right.
I'm either in or I'm out, and I'm in this bitch, so there ain't no way out. So I now get to use. Remind me. There's a lot of effects on it.
So, you gain an item bonus to acrobatic checks, stealth checks, thievery checks, reflex saves, and dexterity attack rolls, and you gain some speed. So you're gonna get a +2 item bonus to those checks, and you get +10 to speed. But you have a -2 penalty to fortitude saves,
Okay.
and you
How much
will.
damage do I take? I don't remember.
What level are you?
4.
So you take 8 damage.
Okay. Fuck. So 48 health right now. So I imagine like he drinks like the glass shards that are in it and just like rips the shit out of his throat. Is
Why
that
are
what
there
it
glass shards in
is?
it?
I thought that's what it is.
It's an elixir.
Yeah, but it's
Oh.
Quicksilver. There's shards of silver in it.
Oh.
Flavor.
Although I kind of like that mental image that it has ground up glass in it, so it cuts your throat open, so it gets into your blood instantly the moment you drink it. I mean, Crumb, you make it, so you decide.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
your.
But that's kind of a
It's your
badass
elixir.
mental image.
That's very,
It's your
very
elixir.
hardcore.
I want to make it known, so I have a +2 to
To
my
attack.
dex
So you
attacks.
technically have a +3.
Yes.
So that means 13 +2 +1. So I have a 16 to hit right now,
Yep.
and then I get +2 to damage as well, or is it
Yep.
just a hit?
It's just a hit.
Okay, but I get a +1 to damage.
Yes.
From okay.
from the
So that's my
God
first
Baron.
action, and I'm going to make the attack with a regular arrow. I really have no choice. But before I do it, I'm just going to be like, "Varun, protect me." So that's a natural 20. I want everyone to look at the fucking dice. I'm crazy. I'm
That is a
insane.
nat 20.
I'm insane, dude. It's actually I'm not insane. Lucas is
So
insane.
roll your
Yeah, okay.
2d8s.
So let's map
roll,
this out.
roll your
Again,
2d8s.
I'm gonna put that right
Yeah,
there.
roll your 2d8s.
Varun might be real. Okay, hold up. I heard you 3 fucking times. Shut up.
Just saying. Roll your 2d8s. I want to see this.
So that's 8 total.
So that's 16. Now roll your deadly d10.
4.
Okay, so that's 20.
Plus Veron's blessing of 1.
So 21.
Plus 2, because piercing. It's my first, or precision. It's my first
23 damage.
Okay. You loose the arrow.
Wait, question. So,
Yeah.
Piercing, does that go through shield?
does 36 crit? Right? It does crit.
Yeah.
nat
Well,
20's
you're
a
not
crit
20,
anyways.
yeah.
Okay. Got
Yeah.
it.
So it hits him, and you see that he puts his shield up, and it. Actually, wait. This is
He never
same
actually raised his
turn.
shield
He
again.
used.
Yeah, he did.
No, he did. He used his reaction. He only gets 1 reaction, so he can't
Okay.
raise his shield again. So his shield doesn't absorb any of that. He takes all of that damage.
I imagine it just, like, goes, like, through the shield into his knuckle and then up his forearm.
So he's like looking at Kyle. He's like, and your arrow hits him right in the chest. He's like, ugh. Because, yeah, I forgot he already used his reaction, which means he can't raise shield again. Yeah, very nice.
I'm going to
All
put
right.
my arms out. You and me, man.
All right.
Come on.
Do you have any more
He
actions?
has one
That's
more
everything.
attack. No, you have another attack.
Oh, that's right, because I have the Quicksilver.
Yep. No.
No?
Regardless, you use
I
one
drank the-
action to drink Quicksilver,
Yeah.
and then you
his-
attacked. So now you have
You did
another
hunt
attack.
prey, didn't you?
No, he didn't hunt and prey.
No, I did Hunter's Aim.
Which is a 2-action thing.
Yeah, so that's my
Okay, so
turn.
Did you?
2-action
Yeah, I had-
John, as
I
they
had
say
to
on the
because-
glass
okay.
cannon.
That's what increases my to hit and all that and fun jazz.
All right, Dominic, give us a DC 11 flat roll because you are dying 1.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the hero coin.
Okay, so it was, what was it?
It was 7, so I'm gonna use the hero coin to re-roll.
To re-roll. Okay.
It's even worse. Do I want to use another hero coin?
So you can just keep it, or you can try, use the hero coin to stabilize. That's the.
I'm gonna use
most-
the hero coin to stabilize.
Okay.
It's my last hero coin.
I thought it was Hero Coin to re-roll.
You
Or-
can, or all
So
of your
hero
remaining-
coins by Pathfinder rules to re-roll pretty much any roll.
Mm-hmm.
You can also use all your hero coins to stabilize at 0 health rules as written. I homebrew. You can use a hero coin to stabilize and be up at 1 health.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
because
not,
I think
I'm
that's
not,
funner. It
Am
gets-
I not? Am I prone still or no?
You're prone. You're wounded 2.
Wounded 1.
Okay, so the first one because you failed. Yeah, we'll do wounded 1, and you have 1 health. But that is going to be your turn.
Oh, that's my entire turn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, rules is written. Even if you use it to stabilize, that's your whole turn.
Oh.
So, Kyle, you see this half-orc just step over you. He's going to use first action swap. He puts his club away, and he pulls out a massive-ass crossbow. First action, swap. Second action's going to fire at you, Lucas. That's going to be a 21?
Question: is there a save tied to it?
No.
Okay. Does that elixir give me a boost to AC at all?
No.
Circumstance bonus to what? Dex check? No, Dex check. Certain
Yeah, I
checks.
was gonna say no. Then it hits me. It's over by 1, so it's not like a
Okay.
crit or anything.
So that's going to be
27 damage.
14 points of damage.
Oh, that's way
piercing
better than I
damage.
thought it would be.
14 points of piercing. And his third action, he goes to reload the crossbow. That's the end of his turn. You're up, Lucas.
What's 48 minus 14? 34.
34. That was like the easiest math. Mine was like 33 minus 22 minus 19 minus 45, so negative 26.
Dude just drug his nuts on your forehead. You fucking,
pretty much.
Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, he's standing right over you, Kyle. You wake up bloody, beaten, eyes swollen, maybe one eye swollen shut, and you see this massive crossbow pointing down at you because he's pushing it down to reload.
What was it?
It was a 13.
Plus.
I don't even think that hits. So it's a 29 total plus 16, 13 plus 16.
That hits?
No way, does it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit him with a 23.
I thought you rolled a 28
No, you
and
didn't
missed.
hit him with a 23.
I thought he rolled a 28 and missed or something crazy.
No, he got a 29, and he asked somebody asked if that was a crit. I said close, but no.
Oh, because he had his shield raised, so that was why he got
Okay.
a bump. to
Yeah.
his
So
face.
does it actually hit?
It does,
Yeah,
yeah.
his shield's not raised.
Let
Yeah, I have
me
a shield
hit.
and a crossbow.
Oh, yeah. So wait, where's his shield then? Is it just on the ground?
Oh, he's holding it in one hand, but he reloaded and shot you with the crossbow in the other hand.
Isn't crossbow two-handed?
Unless it's a hand crossbow.
You said massive. I assumed it was
Yeah.
an arbalist.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's a massive crossbow, I gotta imagine it's at least two-handed.
Because if it's the case, doesn't his AC drop?
I mean, it does, but
Shield
only,
raise
shield raise increases
brings
the
the
AC.
AC up.
But his AC doesn't drop from his native because he put the shield down.
Got it. Got it.
Shields are pretty cool because it's not a vital to your kit unless you go to raise your shield.
It is two-handed. So I'll say that
Drop the shield.
he
maybe?
dropped his shield. Yeah, as a free action, he dropped shield.
That's 13 damage.
Very nice.
And then I strike again regularly without Hunter's Aim because I can't use it again, unfortunately. Okay, that's still a plus 11 plus 1 plus 2. So 14.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's all 3 actions.
And it flies past, and he barely dodges out of the way.
Well,
like,
if I can reload it, guys, I'm dead. I'm
You
dead.
tried.
I'm dead. I can talk like you too. You sound like a fucking idiot.
Kyle, you're up.
You're gonna taunt the man.
Well, first action,
Two-tap
I'm gonna
Kyle.
stand up.
Yeah.
So if you can take off that prone and off guard form. Actually, I can take that off myself.
As you do, he punches you.
Lights out.
Yeah, he has attack of opportunity.
Oh God, no, he was serious.
No, yeah, I was 100% serious.
I wonder if you can use a hero coin to make him reroll.
So let me see.
I'm gonna die. Oh, I just realized I could reroll the fucking attack.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
Trying to
Stupid.
teach you guys to use your hero points. All right, so that's going to be, let me see. Attack of opportunity, that's going to be an unarmed attack. So 19?
Actually, I think
That's a
think
miss.
this might actually have finesse. You
Oh,
can
they
use-
do have finesse.
Yeah, so you can use strength or dex.
He's going to use strength. All right, so he goes to punch, and maybe his fist clocks the table right next to you because you were kind of getting up close to it. That, yeah, the attack of
big old
opportunity is
belly.
cleared up.
Well,
So you get up.
get up. Now the mild heart attack is done.
Yeah.
I'm going
I
to take
can
my
have.
great axe, and Kyle is just, he's not, the pain is there, but he is so bloodlusted that he knows that Lucas is behind him. He knows that Jackie's at the bar, probably hiding behind the bar. Herb, nowhere to be found as usual. I can't rage for 10 minutes, guys. So this is all raw, baby.
I also just realized I have no healing.
I also haven't been adding my rage modifier to my damage. Oh, well,
Whoops.
that's my fault.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's a 19. That's a miss, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big
You
time.
trying to strike him?
Yeah, with my
Yeah.
great axe, yeah.
Yeah, it's a miss.
First attack, I swing, muster all the strength I can, just overhead cleave. Imagine it just hits the side.
Hits the same table.
Yeah,
he
it's the
hit.
same table he punched. And third action, second attack, I'm gonna swing again. That is going to be a 25.
It hits. Give me damage.
Come
Is
on,
anybody else just sweating right now?
that is going to be a 7 damage.
Okay. Got him. Is that the end of your turn?
That's it.
Okay.
Kyle ain't running.
All right.
Kyle's kind of dense.
Action 1, swap back to the club. Action 2, strike. 26.
That's gonna hit.
If you
That's
die,
going to
we'll bury
be
you.
a 16
And
bludgeoning.
he's dead, dying too.
So Lucas, you see him clock Kyle right in the head. Kyle falls back over, blood splattering onto the wood floor beneath him. And then the half-orc reaches down and grabs Kyle by the head. His whole fingers just wrap around his skull, and he lifts him up and holds him up to you, Lucas, and he says, "Are you done? If you're done, he lives. I'll send my message, and I'll leave. Throw your bow down.
How do I know you're not lying?
You don't." He kind of just shakes Kyle's body loosely back and forth.
Yeah, I unlock my arrow and I throw it on the ground.
Okay. As you do, he chucks Kyle. He lets him go. His body falls to the ground. The half-orc walks over to the bar top, lifts his giant club, and brings it down, cracking the bar top in half, slamming it, and with wood splinters shattering everywhere. He then turns and begins to walk out
Hey.
of the tavern.
Hey,
He kind of stops and half looks at you and goes, "What?"
I kind of run up to Kyle and I like crouch down next to him. And without making eye contact with the ogre, I'm like, "What's your name?"
And he goes, "What's your mother?"
Nice to meet you, I'm Lucas. Next time, try again sometime. This was fun.
Yes, it was. Velvet knives. Like I said, that's hello.
Run be with you.
And he takes a pause at that statement and then continues, walks back out, and leaves the bar.
Wow.
Well, Kyle,
To make
give
a
us.
DC what?
So you're wounded too, or
Yep.
dying too?
Mhm.
Give us a DC 12.
19.
Okay.
Am I up, stabilized, wounded too? Or
It's
is that
been
room?
so
That room's one
long.
dying condition, right?
I think he goes down to dying 1.
Yeah, I think it's just down to dying
Oh,
one.
you know what I'll do? I'll sprint over to the bar top and I'll hop it and I'll scramble my sewing kit together that I left there earlier.
Okay.
I'll hop back over the bar top. I'll run up to Kyle and I'll get down on my knees and I'll start trying to sew his wounds shut.
Kirby, if you could remind me, what medical check would that
Battle
be?
medicine. We're still technically in combat since I'm dying.
No, you guys aren't
But
in
we're not
combat.
in the direct
Okay.
threat anymore.
It's I always get mixed. 'Cause there's like first aid, there's battle medicine, there's treat wounds.
I'm assuming that would be treat wounds.
I think it is treat wounds. Yeah.
I mean, you would need a healer's kit.
In this moment, I'll pass it off.
I'll even take a penalty. I just need to make sure Kyle doesn't fucking die.
-1. How about that?
That's
Just
fair.
-1.
What am I
Because I
rolling?
mean, you're trying to
you
sew
have
up
to do
wounds.
a DC
15.
15.
Yeah.
So 16 technically. And then what modifier do I use?
Wisdom.
Medicine.
Wisdom?
Medicine.
right?
Medicine is
Medicine?
wisdom.
Okay,
Yeah.
hang on, let me check.
But in case you have medicine different than
I
you
have
know, 'cause
plus
you've
8 on
trained.
medicine,
I was
so you
gonna
might
say, yeah.
survive. So I
I
need
think
to roll
you're
a 12
trained.
or higher.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
So that is plus 8, so that is going to be a 17.
So you're able to patch up the grievous wounds that
Why
Kyle.
did I say I needed a 12?
Because you're bad at math, but
Okay.
you healed him 44. I mean, 48.
Okay.
4d8?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Can I borrow a d8?
Yeah, that's base. And then once you're like expert, you can raise the DC, and then it becomes like.
Wait, aren't you
4.
expert in medicine?
If you
No,
raise
I'm
that,
trained.
so that's if he wants to raise the DC.
Oh.
This is just to get you back on your feet, so we're not worried about that.
Yeah. This is. Yeah.
We don't want you
Did you
feeling
say?
good. We want
4.
you feeling not dead.
Yeah.
13, 14, 16 health.
So Kyle, you gasp your wet, bloody breath in as you feel like you've been crushed under a boulder, and Lucas is leaning over you.
Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. I'm doing my best. I'm also like wheezing like a wet breath as like blood's coming out from my throat, and that massive bolt is still like in my abdomen. I haven't been able to remove it because I imagine you said he's a massive dude with a massive hand
Yeah.
crossbow.
Yeah.
I imagine it's like a small like you know those poles. that
Small
are-
ballista.
Well, you know like those poles you see like under the handrail on like a staircase. I imagine one of those are just protruding from my abdomen.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, no, same. It's not comfortable, but I mean, I mean, we're good. We're solid, man. I mean, you're not bleeding anymore, which is cool. I am, but I mean, I'm self-inflicted. I'm cool, man. I'm good.
You guys
Where's
hear?
Where's Crumb?
You guys hear from the other room.
He's not here. I don't know where he's at.
You hear from the other room. Jack say, "Guys, help!
Yeah, hold on.
No, they hurt Herb."
Don't. Oh, fuck. Hey, don't move. Don't move.
So you guys hear that from the back side of the tavern, in that back room where the brewery is. What do you do?
I can't get up.
Why?
Kyle, he's down. He's incredibly hurt.
In that case, I will take the cloth I was using to put pressure on your wound, and I'll put it in your palm, and I'll press down on your wound again, and just be like, hold, hold that, and he will get up, blood pouring out of his mouth and out of his abdomen, and will like stumble over to the bar top before grabbing it for his balance and like throwing his head over and looking on the ground behind the bar.
Well, they're in the back room, but when you put your
the back
hand-
room, my
yeah,
apologies.
you put your hand on the bar and you notice that it's been collapsed in the center like a board that's been snapped in the middle. It's just smashed down. You've never seen it look like this. But they're in the back room. Do you head back there?
Yes.
Okay. As Lucas is heading back there, Kyle, you hear thunder in the background coming from outside.
Okay.
And I don't know if you realize it in this moment, but maybe you do, maybe you don't. But you know that when you were outside just a few moments ago, the skies were clear. The stars were bright, but you hear thunder. Lucas, as you go into the back room, you see Jack kind of stumble back, and you see Herb on the ground, and he's like,
Get off me, boy! Get off me! I'm fine! I'm okay! I'm okay!
And you look around the room and you see 3 humanoid-shaped shadows made of ash that are splashed on various parts of the room. And Herb says, hold on, I gotta close it. And he scrambles over, he's crawling on the ground. You can see he's like bruised and a little bit bloodied. And he grabs this hooded lantern that's shining a little bit of light very carefully and closes it shut. Jackie's like, oh, Herb, I thought they got you. And he's like, no, I'm okay. And Herb kind of like leans over and sits on his butt. And you see now he's got a little bit of a cut on his eyebrow. His left eye starting to swell a little bit. He's like, oh, they tried to get me, but I got him first. Look at it. He starts pointing at the different ash shadows that are splayed across the room. And Jack's like, what are those?
Herb says, well, those used to be people. Nothing.
Oh, he looks up at you, Lucas. He's like,
Holy shit, are you okay, boy?
I'm taking care of Kyle. And I turn around and I like fumble out of the room back.
as you run out here.
What happened to Kyle?
So, just to interject, as he starts to go towards back to Herb, Kyle's trying to drag himself across the floor to find something to prop up on.
Yeah.
And when he goes to prop up onto a bar stool, he collapses down. He can't seem to, between the sound of the thunder and he's so disoriented, it's almost like he has vertigo. He can't seem to focus on anything.
Kyle right now in this moment definitely feels like he shouldn't be here, like a feeling of disassociation. And Lucas, you go out there, you see Kyle kind of propped up and you hear in the back room, Herb's like,
leave me alone, I'm fine. I'm okay.
I think at this point, Crom would be making his way back.
okay. And Crumb, you walk in and the Rowdy Raven has a bunch of people out front. They're all looking shook up. There's some crowds like huddled together. Nobody wants to go inside. Do you make your way to the front door?
Yeah.
You make your way to the front door, and that's when you look in and you see the scene where tables have been flipped. There's blood all over the floor. The bar has been smashed in the middle. Kyle's on the ground, barely breathing. Lucas is holding his side with a bolt sticking out of it, and you realize you have missed a lot.
That was it.
God.
Lucas,
Yeah?
can you drag me to the wall?
How you feeling?
I'm really dizzy. I can't see straight. Nothing is.
Yeah, stop moving. And I'm going to start like trying to spit the blood out of my mouth. I feel it pooling underneath my tongue. And I'm going to grab, I want to say the back of your...
My coat.
Yeah, your coat, kind of your collar of your like leather harness you have. And I'm going to start kind of pulling you towards the back room. Just like, I'm not even stepping back. I'm just leaning back, letting my body weight drag you and then stepping to catch my balance again.
And Herb comes out holding the hooded lantern. He's like pointing it out like a weapon. He's like, Herb, is there any more?
Herb.
And Jack's like, Herb, put that down.
I was like, oh, there's another one. I'm going to turn him a dash.
Herb,
What?
he's gone.
Dude, Kyle's going to die. Can you fucking help us?
Yeah.
And he sets the lantern down, and Jack, like, because the bar is broken, it's at an angle, so the lantern starts to fall, and Jack leaps forward. He's like, oh, God, no, and grabs the lantern, and Herb runs into the back room. And about, I don't know, probably 10 seconds later, he comes out, and he's carrying, like, a giant bucket sloshing with liquid, and he's like,
Okay, Kyle, drink this.
What'd you roll for?
To see if I fall unconscious or not.
why? Just thematically?
Yeah, thematically.
Yeah.
I fall unconscious.
I was going to say you rolled an 18.
Yeah,
dude.
it was 11 and up. I fall unconscious.
Crom will walk up to Kyle and he'll make an elixir of life and will like pinch Kyle's nose shut and like pour it down his throat.
Does it taste weird?
Kiwi.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Like, why the pinched nose? Like, kiwi's great.
To force it to go down your throat.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
And Herb's like,
Oh, that's good, Crumb. But here, feed this to him.
and he hands you the bucket. And the bucket's like as big as your torso.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh,
This will do just as well.
and he looks at you, Lucas. He goes,
Lucas, drink some. Sip it up.
Yeah. Lucas will like kneel down with his left knee, trying not to move his abdomen too much, and he'll put his left arm on the ground and try and like cup from the bucket that Crom's holding. And in between drinks, and he's gonna be like, so you had a good walk?
As you take a sip, 3d6 plus 6 healing.
Oh,
Oh my god.
And Crom will like scoop a handful like down Kyle's throat.
Herb grabs the lantern and he's like kind of patrolling the tavern. He's like looking around, even looking around the tables, you know, going to the next table, looking underneath. And Jackie's like, "Oh man, this got bad." And then Herb comes back a minute later and he goes,
All right, boys, I think we're clear.
he walks up to the outside door and he yells like, "We're closed for the night," and slams the door. But because that guy kind of like pushed it open, broke it open, it doesn't close all the way. And Herb's like, "Ah."
I like to imagine it slams shut and slams back open.
Yeah. Herb's pushing a table up against the door.
He's like, I ain't working
You
tonight.
did that in the Herb accent. It was just amazing.
fuck.
He's like, I'm not working tonight.
Do I take another
Night off.
3d6 plus 6 since I took a swig of the water?
Yes.
Okay, thank God. I think at this point, Kyle can wake up no matter how severely unconscious he
Crom's
was.
gonna have a drink himself because he's also not.
10, 11, 12, 13, 19.
Wait, Crom goes to drink it?
Yeah.
You weren't even here. Why are you drinking that, dude? We need that.
Because I got hurt from the fight earlier today.
Whatever.
As Kyle,
I won't drink. You know what? Fuck it. And then Crom just walks off to his room.
Herb's like, Crom,
What?
come back here and drink it. It's for all the ravens.
Take it, dude. It doesn't matter to me. You weren't here, but I can't hold it against you. You free man.
And Crom will take a drink.
I'm almost at full health now.
Kyle,
There's so much healing.
as you return to consciousness, a lightning strike hits so loud and so close, you feel like it might have hit the raven,
Jesus Christ.
and thunder rolls
Like
outside.
a real lightning strike?
Yeah.
Do they see it?
Yeah, everyone can hear it. Everyone
Oh,
can
okay.
feel it. And Herb's like, God,
Yeah, man, that's quite the storm. My bones didn't tell me there was a storm coming.
It was just...
Normally they're pretty accurate.
he kind of like wiggles his arms around. His old man
Wait,
flaps. are,
his
like, flipping.
what?
My bones.
I thought he said his boys.
No.
I was like he had people like... track the
My
West-
bones.
Nuts.
No, not his...
Call them the boys, don't you? Yeah.
No, my
sorry.
bones normally get ache here when the storms are coming. Oh,
And now that things have calmed down a little bit, Lucas, that hooded lantern that Herb was carrying around the room, you recognize it as the item that he was holding behind his back when Crom was threatening him. The first time you guys met in that back room, you visually like, oh, that's what he was holding. I remember it.
I keep it to myself, and I lay it down on my left side to take pressure off my abdomen.
Okay. And Herb looks at the crossbow bolt and he goes,
I should probably get that out.
Here, you want me to help you pull it out?
I don't want to take it out, but I know I have to.
I take a rag out of my pocket.
Oh, fuck.
Not that rag. Take a rag out of my pocket.
No, that's not
and
what I
I
meant.
twist it up real thick and I put it like again, like for you to bite.
No,
Bite,
just
come, Lucas. Just it'll be better this way.
Herb just rips it out.
Oh my God!
do I need? Should I voice act that?
Why not? Herb just rips it out.
Fuck! What's wrong with you?
It's like, I don't want to waste any more time. And
What
then
the fuck's wrong with
He
you?
takes that bucket and starts like splashing the beer onto the wound.
Can I kick him in the shin? Like just stomp back at his shin while I'm laying down?
If you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that, but I assume it's at massive disadvantage. I'm gonna do non-lethal damage. I'm gonna do that to like make space because it hurts so bad.
Okay, yeah, give me an attack roll.
Oh God.
Unarmed strike.
Non-lethal, you get a -2.
Yeah, -2.
21.
21 with a -2?
Yeah, with a -2. I rolled a
Okay.
23.
You kick him in the shin. He's like, ow! And he clocks you right in the face. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm getting sick of this shit.
And then he looks at you. He's like, then leave. Go right now. Fucking leave.
In fact, he grabs the hooded lantern. He sets it right in front of you. You want to go? You want to go right now?
Herb.
Shut up. Do you want to go right now,
Tensions
Lucas?
are high.
Do you want to go? Tired of you whining like a little bitch. Ravens are grown-ups. You're going to be a grown-up? You're going to be a little boy. Which one is it? Do you want to be a grown-up now, Lucas? Do you want to tackle the world without crying?
When was the last time I cried?
Right now.
All right. Yeah. Okay. I get up and I walk away.
Okay.
It's not worth. In fact, I say it out loud. I go, you know what? It is not worth striking my elders.
Oh, you already did. Good kick, by the way.
Fuck you. And I walk outside.
You're not my type. And he goes to the bar and he sits at it. It's like at an angle. He's like, oh, shit, I got to get this fixed.
Can I take my bow on the way out? I'll
Yeah.
take my bow and quiver. I'll like pick it up and sling it over my shoulder on the way out.
Lucas, where are you going?
Outside. And I will walk outside.
And Herb's like, Jackie, come here. And Jackie's like looking at you, Crom. He's looking at you, Kyle. He's looking at Lucas leaving. And the door's got a table in front of it. Do you move the table to leave, or do you go out the back? Or up to one of the rooms, or just the other side of the room?
I guess, well, are both doors damaged, or just the
Just
one?
the front.
Oh, it's like a singular door. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I like just shimmy the table enough to slip out, and then I shut the door behind me.
Okay.
I imagine like I gently shut it to be respectful, and then just like
back open.
It's all like thunk against the table.
And Jackie walks over. He's like, Herb. He's like, all right, man. We got to start cleaning. You know, get some buckets, and Herb's in there with this ice one. He's like, that's fine. We got to clean. We got to be back open for business tomorrow. We got customers. They're gonna expect breakfast. We're gonna need a porridge. I need the fried eggs. And Jackie's like, Herb, just like calm down. He's like, I am calm. I'm just trying to plan to get the Wrathy Raven back to normal. We gotta find some real ravens, Jackie. I think we have. And then they start kind of whispering. If you guys want to listen, you can roll perception.
17.
And you kind of lean in, and Herb's like, I thought we did too, but I don't know. This was nothing, Jackie. That's nothing. This is a normal Tuesday for the ravens. And that's enough to almost kill them and then to get all their knickers in a twist. It's just, they're not strong enough, boy. They're not strong enough. And he kind of gets up, and this is the first time you guys ever see Herb limp. He goes on to the back room. Lucas, as you head outside, you see the crowd out there, and there's a lot of drunkards that are like annoyed and sad and disappointed. And there's some revelers that were there for like, what happened? They want to know, like, what happened in there? What happened in there?
Unwelcome visitor, and I'll keep walking off, holding my side, trying to like stop this like bleed from pouring down my side.
You notice that it's not.
I look at my palm, and I imagine the only other thing that can be wet is rain.
No, there is blood, but you lift up your shirt and the wound has closed. But it's black.
Oh. His first thought is, I caught something. I've been infected with something. Right? Like, my skin is deteriorating. There's something eating my flesh, and I'm going to die soon. So he, like, panics and kind of steps into an alleyway and starts, like, tearing off his shirt and his jacket. He, like, drops his bow and quiver on the ground, starts undressing himself, and is preparing to, like, run back in the tower and be like, we got to cut something out of me.
As you start to panic, as that emotion fills your soul, you get the mental image of the crossbow bolt that struck you shattering into 1,000 pieces, followed by a feeling of calm.
Lucas will kind of like stop and look at his palms and wipe the blood off in his jeans. And then he'll look down at the wound, like put his arms out and look down at the wound to like fully observe what's going on.
It's closed up. It's black. There's still blood from when it was bleeding. And that's all you see so far.
So there's just a black dot there.
Yep. Scar tissue. Absolutely. It's still, like modeled and textured where it went in you. But it is closed up.
Just black.
Just black.
Oh, okay. I'll just mentally just thank Varund, I guess, and put my clothes back on.
All right. And that's where we'll go back to Kyle and Crom. So you guys see Herb walk into the back and Jackie look at you two. This is the first time you've ever seen him look at you without adoration. He looks at you with, it's not disappointment, it's a look of being unsure. And he just walks to the back to join Herb.
I walk up to, where's Crom?
Crom is probably still sitting nearby because that's where the keg was.
I go up to the keg that Crom is probably just leaning against or sitting on. Because you can probably just reach the tap better.
His tiny goblin ass.
Yeah, I can imagine you could just sit on a keg.
Are you talking about the healing one?
Yeah.
It was a bucket.
Oh, it was a bucket.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there's still liquid in there.
Okay.
So if you want to dive into that, go ahead.
I mean, I do need like 9 more to top off.
Yeah, go ahead.
I need 20.
And to be clear, it is beer.
Oh,
I probably shouldn't go crazy on this.
Yeah, it's that healing beer he gave you guys a while ago.
Oh,
dude,
nice.
I went all out.
He literally drank for like 4 times.
That's true. We'll deal with that later.
Maybe the black dot's just a dream.
What do I roll for that anyways if I start drinking? It's fortitude, right?
I would make you roll a fort if you needed to, but that won't come up unless you like try to do something dexterous or like,
So his whole personality, his whole build.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't last forever. You like chugged 3 or 4 beers. It's not a huge deal.
Hey, shit.
Yeah. We're talking about Lucas, not Zane.
Okay.
4 beers for Zane. That bro's blackout drunk.
I'd be on the table. That's just it.
Yeah.
So I go up to Crom as I see him kind of just guzzling down the healing beer.
One more cup.
Oh, yeah, but it's a big ass bucket.
That's fair.
So just imagine you just like. So I go up to him and put my hand on his back. What's your reaction?
Crom like stops drinking and he kind of looks over his shoulder at your arm and then up towards you, and he kind of just leaves it be.
Hey, buddy.
Oh,
It's the wrong kind of beer if you want to get drunk.
not trying to get drunk.
Well, then can I have some?
By all means, it is.
And I pick up the bucket and I put you on my shoulder. Do you accept?
No.
My heart. I take a drink from the bucket and I'm just going to silently roll this.
It wasn't silent at all.
Shh, that's the joke. So that's going to be 9 plus 6, right? 15.
Yeah.
You see Jack come out a moment later, and he's got 3 tankers in his hands. He comes up to you guys. He hands you one each. Do you take?
Crom will take it and then like set it on the table.
Okay. And he takes a breath, and he looks at you guys. He goes, "Thank you, guys. I know Herb doesn't say that, but he says it with his actions, and it's not always easy to see that."
He says a lot of things with his words, though.
Yeah.
I heard what he said.
Well, how well did you know the old Ravens?
I knew they'd give their life for people they didn't know.
Right. And they knew Herb for a long time. And I don't know much. I'm still pretty young. But I don't know how much experience you have with grief. But Herb is still grieving. And he likes to put on a happy face. No, a curmudgeon face. But, he lost his friends. And they weren't employees. They worked for him. But that's, no, not really. They worked with him. They left, and he thought he was just sending them off to go grab another artifact. And you guys show up and say they're all dead. He's still working through that.
But what about us? What about our home? What about our family? How come we don't get to mourn? How come he gets to send us off on these fucking missions and we do nothing? We get nothing in return except for disbelief, get our asses kicked. And for what? To belittle us? Say we're not worthy? Say we're not strong enough?
And Jack
We're still grieving too.
kind of pulls down into himself, holding his tankard, and goes, "I know that. I know you are. And I don't know how to tell you how to handle your grief, but the truth of it is, no one held a crossbow to your head and said you had to help her. You said you would to get back at the people who caused your grief. Herb didn't do that. You guys wanted
And we
to
didn't
get...
kill the ravens.
I know that, and he knows that. He doesn't blame you for it.
Feels like it.
Why?
The constant belittling, his demeanor towards us. I might be overthinking it.
He kind of smiles. He goes, I'm not laughing at you, man. That's just Herb. You know? Have you seen how he treats me?
Yeah.
You've heard how he talks to me.
Yeah.
Does he talk to me worse than he talks to you guys?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
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 Kyle, look how much bigger you are than me.
Yeah.
So why are his words hurting you more than me?
Because we're grieving. We're sensitive.
Herb took me in when I had nobody else. Okay, he has done so much for me, and he is a cranky old... Kind of looks back at the door. Looks back. Cranky old bastard. Okay? But when he loves somebody, he will do anything he can for them. And he might be mean, and I'm not trying to excuse him being mean. Just because he's an asshole doesn't mean he doesn't like you. And I get it, you know? He takes a big drink of his, and he goes, oh, have either of you drank out of it yet?
His what?
The mug.
No.
I'll take a gulp. I'll take a gulp.
It's not beer. It's liquor.
Oh, shit.
And he looks at you, he goes, he does care for you guys, you know? And he does say thanks in his own way. Kyle, how often have you had to clean your axe?
None.
Yeah, it's because Herb does. When you set it down in the back and you come out here to drink, he cleans it. Uses an artifact. I don't know what he does. I wish he would stop because it's going to fuck with him somehow. But he wants to make sure it's clean.
That was a Kyle laugh, by the way.
You know? And Crom, I don't know exactly what he does for you, but I know he likes you. Because he always, talks about something that you said that made him laugh. And he doesn't laugh very often. Well, he does, but it's usually at people. You get what I'm saying. You know? Yeah. And he's even, ordered a few hunting books and local bird and wildlife books that are going to be shipped in for Lucas. He doesn't talk his things. He does them. And I don't know. If you guys want to leave, I totally understand. You don't have the tattoos yet. It's you're free to go. But if I can say it as just the assistant to this tavern and not as anybody who has anything to do with your business as the Ravens, because I'm not a Raven. I don't want you guys to go, but if you have to, I'd understand. Just say bye first, I guess. He takes another swig out of his mug. Sorry.
Jackie,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Gonna have to have the same talk with Herb, and oh god, he's tough to talk to. But yeah, of course, man.
I raised my tinker and I begrudgingly drink the whole thing because I can see his reaction. I just the whole thing down.
And it's strong liquor. It's like moonshine. This is not something they give to patrons.
Oh no.
I'd hope they didn't give it to infants.
This is a sipping whiskey.
Infants? They'd fucking die.
And he asked you, do you guys know where Lucas went? Because that got really intense.
He probably just went outside.
Okay.
I'll go look for him.
If you could tell him what I said, because I don't really remember everything I said.
Something about books.
Got him
like
books on birds and local wildlife and hunting and stuff like that.
Yeah. I don't know when they'll be here, but Herb's got a pretty good, courier network, so I'm sure they'll be here soon.
Couple days.
Probably. If they're not already here, I haven't really checked the mail in the past couple days.
I think I've heard of this courier network. It's a bunch of women. I think they're called the Amazons.
Jackie goes, yeah, maybe.
They're really good in their prime. Let's go find Lucas.
Yeah, I heard that they walk around with the packages on their head so they can move faster. They always keep them ups.
Damn it.
Anyways, he's like, I'm going to go check on Herb. I don't know if you guys noticed. And he picks up the healing bucket. There's a few drinks left. He's like, he hasn't drank out of this yet. The old idiot. Don't tell him I said that. And he kind of carries the bucket into the back room.
Crom, you want to go find Lucas?
Let's go find Lucas.
I walk towards the door that Lucas walked out of. I grab the table and just throw it out of the way.
As soon as you get there, the door starts to swing over. There's that tramp who's right at the door. He's like, the old guy that Herb keeps yelling at because he bugs him for another beer. He's like,
We're closed.
But
We're closed. There's no beer
you guys are out of beer?
until morning.
Oh, you can't brew in one night. It takes a long time.
Yep, we're all out.
Just come back tomorrow.
Fine. He kind of turns around.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Crom's gonna quick alchemy make alcohol and just.
Oh, he grabs it. He's like, oh, thank you.
Now, wait, drink that when you get home.
Oh, I am home. He kind of just looks at the ground. He's like, oh. What's her name?
I'm Crom.
Thank you.
They're homeless?
Yeah.
He makes him another beer.
He takes it.
Wait.
2 for 1 is nice.
1 second. I run up to my room, and I'd imagine that tent that we got from that camp.
You never brought it.
Yeah, we did.
No.
No,
Yes.
because it was
We didn't bring it?
It was
No,
a
we didn't
12
bring it.
bulk.
I could have swore I listened that we picked it up and put in.
No, I listened to that episode today. You didn't.
Yeah, I listened to it. I could have
It was 12 bulk, dude.
You picked it up. You're like, I'm going to carry it on my shoulder. And then Kirby's like, yeah, 12 bulk. You go, never mind. So
We were supposed to take it because we were going
Maybe
to
you-
divvy up inventories, but
you can give him a bedroll if you want,
Yeah,
but you don't have the
damn it.
pavilion.
That was going to be such a cool moment.
Yeah.
Man,
Maybe we can ask the Amazons.
no, I don't think the Federal Express will allow that.
Fuck you. That was my joke. I was just about to say it. You rat fucking bastard. Or you're stealing my shit again.
Oh, sorry, I can't read your mind. I'm not Verund.
Damn it. Oh, wow. That hurt.
I run up to my room and I grab a bedroll and my pillow.
While you're gone, he's looking at you, coming. He goes, "So you're like a wizard?
Oh no, I'm
You're a goblin.
a goblin.
Can all goblins do magic?
No, well, actually, some goblins can do magic. Yeah. I don't do magic. I just make stuff.
But you're my goblin friends. Can you guys make food?
If I had a formula for some kind of food, I could.
You got any food?
I'll be right back. And Crumb runs inside.
Rum runs
Okay.
inside. I run outside. Here's a pillow, a bedroll, and
Yeah.
stay warm, man.
And he grabs it. Oh,
I don't know where this storm came out of nowhere.
yeah, it's still thundering and storming outside. He's, "Oh, very nice, very nice. You got any bear?
Actually, I do have a quick alchemy one that you gave me.
Well, those only last a day.
Yeah, it was today.
Was it?
Yes, it was this. It was in the morning.
He's like, oh, 3 for 1. That's a good deal.
Yep. Good to him.
He takes it. No, thank you.
Fortitude saving throw 21.
Oh my god, you weren't wake up in the morning.
I know he's going to be like alcohol poisoning 8 dead.
Oh no. Herb will probably thank you in the morning.
Crumb will come back outside. He's got like a box.
Let's start this lunch.
And he grabs it and says, oh, and he kind of just shambles off.
McShane? Okay.
No.
When they're done with it, just leave the box at the back door.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's go find Lucas.
Okay.
What's Lucas doing?
He's long gone. Long gone. At this point, he's kind of just fed up with what's going on. In the moment, since unfortunately he didn't talk to his teammates, he feels that they're letting themselves being taken advantage of by Herb. So he's walking straight out to the edge of town. I imagine past the edge of town, at the edge of some field, I imagine. Because I don't think I've seen the map of this city. But I imagine
You
there's
did. You looked at a map. You went on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I
I
imagine
think it was like the third episode.
Yeah.
I'd probably start walking towards farmland, if anything.
Okay.
Just start walking out to the edge of the field and just sit in the quiet. He's making some decisions right now.
Okay. So we'll go to Crom and Kyle. Would you guys say that you've known him long enough to know where he would have gone?
I would go as far as to say that we know that he's either going to go to the nearest lake, but not when it's storming. Because when it's storming, you're not going to catch any good fish. And that's normally what he does to kind of relax. So we would think he would go somewhere where it's just kind of open. So we'd think either either a farm or like a big field or something where he can just be in nature without going too far in the storm.
All right. So I would say after a while, Lucas, you hear some footsteps coming up from behind you. Kyle, Crom, I would say you guys probably looked at one of the maps that are posted around town, find the closest, most direct line to farmland and assumed, knowing your friend, and you headed out that direction. You guys walk up and you see Lucas sitting at the edge of a field. It's still raining. Lightning is happening around you. And every time a lightning strike happens, Kyle, you know that sense when you are on the verge of remembering something, but it's not quite there? That's what you feel as every lightning bolt hits
Noted.
something on the horizon. You guys walk up, see your friend at the edge of the grass, knowing that he has a lot to deal with. And that's going to be where we end this episode. Thanks for listening. Join us for the next one.
See ya.
In the next one.